if you're running a business in the world we currently live in, you are probably very, very concerned about cash. You're probably more concerned about cash than you've ever been in the past. So here are a couple of ideas. Well, I guess you'd say, here are a few ideas that I have seen some of my clients work on, as well as other companies employing to help them navigate this very cash crunch time that we're working through. And they're ideas that I think can definitely help you in your business. The first one is if you have a line of credit. Now, this is an existing relationship you may already have with a bank. If you have a line of credit, it's drawing down on that line of credit because that cash is available to you, or I guess when you made the deal with the bank or the financial institution, they said that, hey, in the event that you want to take out more cash, here's the limit of what you can actually take out. Now, you will eventually have to pay that back. So the way this works is, even if you don't need the cash right now, you can draw down on that line of credit and you can place the cash in a separate bank account and you can leave it there just in case. Now, the reason why is because similar to 2008, when the financial crisis hit, there were many companies that had lines of credits, but when they tried to go draw down on them months and months after the financial crisis hit, the banks were telling them, we don't actually have the cash to give you. So their lines of credit got canceled. So if you have a line of credit, it may be in your best interest to draw down on it right now and put the cash in a separate account. That way you have it in case you need it. Now, number two is when it comes down to rent. There are tons of businesses that are renting facilities or they have a lease agreement. What I have seen several companies do is negotiate with their landlord to say, hey, because of what we're going through right now, we're asking, can we defer the rent payments and just extend the back end of the lease agreement? Let's say if your lease was supposed to expire, in 11 months from now, is maybe they'll give you the next 2 months free and just add those 2 months onto your lease. So now your lease will expire in 13 months. Those are different things that you can do concerning your lease payment because you may not have the cash coming into your business to pay it. The other thing you can do is negotiating the terms with your vendors. Now, if you're buying products from your vendors because you need those products to make your product and deliver it to your customers, one of the things you can do is renegotiate the terms. You may be paying in net 30, or you may be paying in net 35 or net 10. Whatever it is, taking a look at that and seeing, hey, you know what? Is your supplier willing to give you 45-day terms, or are they willing to give you 60-day terms? Because your supplier may have access to more cash than you, so they may be willing to say, hey, you know what, you can pay me in 45 days, or hey, you can pay me, 10 days later. Whatever it is, explore those options. And another item that some are doing are customer early payments. Now, if customers are able to pay early, maybe you can afford to give them a discount for paying early, which will encourage them to give you cash now. Yes, you may be getting less total cash, but if your business is hurting for cash now, you need as much cash now as you can to survive. So maybe you explore the idea of giving them discounts for paying early, or maybe you explore the option of now doing gift cards, because there are many businesses who, they've never thought about doing gift cards, but maybe you can do gift cards where people can buy the gift card now, which gives you the cash now, and then they can use it later when the stay-at-home orders are ended or there's a change in the situation. So anything that you can do to bring in cash now could be very helpful. Now you need to look and ask yourself, how much more cash do you need now? And can you afford to give early payment discounts? Another area, if you're in the business of shipping and selling products, maybe you could explore the option of drop shipping from your supplier. Now, if you don't need to bring the products into your facility, which costs you money to ship them, and it costs you money to inspect and review them, then maybe you can just ship the product directly from your supplier, which saves your business money from having to ship and do all the on-site inspections, because there are a lot of companies that are saving money by just shipping it directly from their vendor. Another area are some companies, if you're in the position to execute on a small business loan or a business loan at a lower interest rate, it could save you a lot of money when it comes down to the interest rate. What we are definitely seeing now is that the interest rates being charged on business loans are probably lower than they've ever been. I don't think there's some businesses that have never seen business loans this cheap. And if you have business loans that are at a higher rate, you possibly could actually take out a business loan and pay off some of your more expensive debt, and you'll save thousands of dollars on the interest. So you may want to consider that option. Also, business loans right now, because they are so cheap, could replace the use of what you were doing with your credit card. Because there are some businesses that are using a business credit card, and what we know is that business credit cards have some of the highest interest rates. Maybe you could go the route of establishing a revolving credit with a financial institution instead of paying a very high interest rate on a credit card, because that could be another way for you to cut your expenses and to save more cash for your business. Depending on the type of business that you have, let's say, for example, some of my clients that are restaurants, one of the things that we've moved to is a pre-order delivery only. Now, what that starts to do is it makes your cost a lot more predictable, because if customers are pre-ordering the food that they want, then that means you don't run the risk of either overcooking the food, and you don't run the risk of undercooking food, because you know exactly what people want and you can collect the orders. You can make exactly what they asked for, or you can make exactly what they ordered, and then you can have it delivered or allow them to come in and pick up. What this will do is it'll lower the amount of money that you're spending on food that is being wasted and food that is being thrown away. I mean, for example, we looked at a restaurant, we did an analysis on how a restaurant chain could save $10 million just by reducing the number of breadsticks that they were throwing away. I mean, by reducing their breads, by 7, they were able to save over $10 million by making a slight change in just reducing the amount of waste. Because that's a very big cost in your business. I mean, if you run a business like a restaurant, the wasted products are a very big cost to your business. And if you can figure out a way, how do we reduce that cost, you can save more cash for your business. Another area that many businesses are exploring are strategic partnerships. Now, if there are other businesses in your area, in your community that have a compatible product, something that you can do is to develop some type of partnership. Let's say, for example, you have a business. Let's say if you're a business and you live close to, let's say, a business that delivers pizzas, whatever. Pizza companies are very known for having, delivery service or having access to delivery vehicles. Well, let's say if you're a business in that neighborhood and you don't have delivery service, maybe you can join in a partnership with that pizza business and say, hey, you know what? If I pay you, can I pay your people to deliver my products? If people aren't delivering pizzas, hey, maybe they can deliver other stuff. Maybe that business may be open to partnering with you so that you don't have to go out and buy a fleet of vehicles to do your own delivery service. Maybe you can leverage the delivery service of another business that already has deliveries in your community. And you can negotiate whatever rate makes sense, which allows you to sell your product and allows you to still be able to deliver your product, and it allows you to develop a new partnership with another company and help them continue to make money as well. So explore strategic partnerships and thinking outside of the box, because those are the type of things that are really going to help you. So some of the cash plays that I'm seeing play out are: if you have a line of credit, taking a draw on your line of credit, negotiating your rent terms in exchange for extending the rent, maybe you get free rent for the next couple of months. Also, offering early customer discounts, extending the payment terms when you have a relationship with a vendor or a contract. Also, exploring the idea of drop shipping. It helps you eliminate your shipping costs. Exploring the option of low-cost business loans. Maybe you can refinance, or maybe you can use a business loan instead of using a credit card and paying high interest on a credit card. Also, doing a pre-order delivery service only, and then also exploring strategic partnerships. If there are companies in your area that have existing delivery services and you don't, maybe you can strike up a deal with them so that they can also deliver your products for a small fee. All of these ideas are definitely ways that you can explore and think outside of the box to keep your business healthy and to keep your business going. So don't be afraid to think outside the box and to try new things to help keep your business alive during this very trying time. Thanks for tuning in to the Business Talk Library. If you like what you heard and you want to hear more, be sure to click the subscribe button and follow us on all social media platforms as the Business Talk Library.